Studies show that 60% of AI failures are caused by poor data quality or a lack of foundational infrastructure. This emphasizes the need for strong preparation. So let's look at the key building blocks and steps that we should follow. Kyle, what foundational steps should a company take to prepare its data and infrastructure before scaling AI?
What we advise a lot of our customers is try to keep it simple. Try not to reinvent anything here. And I sort of mentioned it before. Nearly every single one of our customers, and this is going to be true for nearly any established company, they've done some type of transformation before. They have probably a transformation playbook. And I know the question is more around preparing your data, but where we end up focusing our advice is trying to be comprehensive about what it takes to undertake this transformation. And a lot of it gets back to the change management, because if you're going to prepare your data, there's probably going to be a few people involved at your company that are doing that data preparation. So, when you think about a transformation, are there leaders identifying this task of AI adoption as a priority? One. Two, do you have resources set aside? In some companies that have been particularly successful, they establish a tiger team, an AI tiger team, as an example. Do they have that tiger team, those resources set aside to make sure that they're making progress in accordance with, third item, a plan that they've laid out in terms of how they're going to adopt and scale the impact of AI? And then, of course, we were saying it before, David and Peter both hit on it as well. What are our goals and how are we measuring our progress to that? So it's not only a plan, but how are you measuring progress against that plan? Going back to the question about data preparation and infrastructure, honestly, Citrine's point of view is get started. Don't let data be the barrier, because the honest truth about chemicals is there's not a lot of data to begin with, right? If you spent all of your time worrying about creating, collecting, and organizing data, you never get started using AI. And really, the answer from our point of view is being agile about it. Use the data that you have. Use the data that's most readily accessible. That's not going to be a bottleneck. Start training AI on that data. Get some results. Get more data into the software. Get more results. Get more data into the software. So the quick summary version is: don't spend all of your time focused on the data and the infrastructure up front. There's minimal preparation, generally speaking, that's necessary in order to get started. The advice is get started with what you have.